Hey, this is Renee with honestandunbiased.com. I just did an interview with Brian of Colin, and he is a hoot. I really liked him. He was a good sport about me not knowing anything about video games, because I do not, and I really liked him. He is charismatic, he's charming, he's hilarious. He was a little sauced, and all the things that he was made for a really good interview. So thank you for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed the interview. Also, check out his website. Information is right here because I don't know it off the top of my head. And yeah, so see you at the next convention.
All right. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Brian Colin. I make video games. I've been making video games for about 40 years. Actually, a little over 40 years. First game I ever worked on was the arcade game Discs of Tron. Then games like Spy Hunter and Sarge and Demolition Derby. And then I started out as an animator, creating everything you see that moves on the screen.
Yeah.
And slowly I realized that it was more fun to work on a game if it actually got produced. So I became a designer out of self-defense.
I see.
The game I'm probably best known for is a game called Rampage.
Rampage.
And I came up with the concept. I figured out how we could do it with the hardware, even though the hardware guys told me we couldn't.
That's awesome.
Management, of course, said no.
Right.
Because you were eating people and you were the bad guy.
Yes.
But we started the game anyway. That particular management got fired.
As
new
you
management,
should be.
yes, and the new management came in and he sent a note around saying, hey, I'm not from the industry, but I'm moving in here as your new president, and everybody's job is safe, and I have an open door policy, and that's as much as I heard, because his starting day was Monday at 9 a.m., and I was there at 8:59 waiting outside his door.
That's wonderful.
And as a result, Rampage got made. It broke every earnings record
Oh, it's awesome.
up to that point. And of course, that's my favorite game, because then instead of just the animation, they let me do all the cabinet art. So every game after that, I got to come up with the games, do the cabinet art, do the animation, and I've been doing this for 40 years.
That's
I think
fantastic.
I started with that.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
That's what you got there, sir. Okay, well, I was going to ask, what is your favorite game?
My favorite game to play that I've created is Pigskin.
Okay.
It's a head-to-head game that was supposed to be a football game, but turned into rugby against Huns and Vikings, and
That's pretty
you can
cool.
behead people, and it's fun. But it's all in good, non-violent fun. Bugs Bunny-ish,
I
because that's
see.
my age. That's my favorite game to play. My
Okay.
favorite game has got to be Rampage.
Yeah, obviously.
And then, of all the games I've ever made, my absolute favorite game is, and you'll have to go get a picture of it later, is Arctic Stud Poker Run. No, keep going.
Nope, keep going. Oh, okay.
This was a LAN game, back when LAN games were a thing. It's full contact poker on heavily armed rocket-powered snowmobiles, in which 6 players try to build the best poker hand, get across the finish line, blow up other people, steal their cards. It was insane.
Everything you can think of.
And this was my favorite game to play, honestly, of any game I've ever done. But it was a PC game, it was a LAN game. But I've made about 90 games since.
That's amazing.
Since 1982.
So these are your most...
These are probably the ones that I'm known best for. Mainly the arcade stuff, and then we got into, this is in the 21st century, and then the tabletop games that you find in bars.
Right,
and we did
right,
casino
right.
games, and we did redemption games.
Oh, man.
Cow tipping's my favorite t-shirt.
Is it?
No, everyone's embarrassed to wear it, but it's fun. And we did games for corporations and all this kind of stuff.
That's amazing. And you are an artist by yourself now, or what are you doing?
I still have Game Refuge, which is my company.
So Game Refuge is your company.
Game Refuge. Back in the day, Electronic Arts tried to steal me away from Valley Midway, but I
Really?
didn't want to move to California, and they didn't. Back then, remote was not a thing.
Yeah.
So they said to me after about a year of back and forth, "How about if we just give you the money to start your own company?"
It's like, well, yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. So I've had the company Game Refuge for the last 30 years.
That's so cool.
And it's been great. I have been blessed. I backed into this industry. I didn't know what I was getting into.
But right place, right time, all the
Right,
creativity, all the freedom,
everything about
all
that.
the things, all the success.
It was the Wild West back then. They would listen to a kid like me, which would never happen today.
Right.
So I've been very, very lucky.
That is awesome. Okay, let's see. Where can we find you?
On Facebook, on Instagram, Brian F. Colin, Rampage on Instagram, Brian F. Colin on Facebook, my company on Facebook, Game Refuge. I'm currently working on, here comes the plug.
All right.
Currently working on Major Snafu. This is a scene from the game where you buy your new weapons.
Is that a sandwich?
Huh? Guns and sandwiches, yes. That's where you buy your new weapons in the game. This is the game, which is a sequel to the game that EA hired me to do, General Chaos, 30 years ago. That's the first game I did as my own company.
Oh, that's
And then if you
so
want toys for the kids,
toys for the kids, all the merchandising. Okay, so you're everywhere. You're doing everything.
I've been lucky enough I get to do what sounds fun to me.
Yes, that's the
And
best.
that's
That
the
is the
best
best.
part. I've
That
been
is the
very
best.
lucky.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, and where will we find you next?
Well, after that, let's get that one done first. We'll worry about the next one
All
after
right.
that.
How about convention-wise? Where will you be?
I'll be at Southern Fried Gaming Expo. Thanks, you're good at generating plugs. Southern Fried Gaming Expo in 3 weeks in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
And you can find me there. And then the next one I have officially scheduled is the Pinball Expo here in Schaumburg.
Yeah.
But between now and then, there's a couple of people I'm talking to. I was supposed to have rotator cuff surgery because lifting all this stuff and bringing it to shows tore them both out.
That's awesome.
So that may be, I haven't really booked
However
much
you
for the
can-
last half of the year because I don't know when this is going to happen.
Yeah. Nope, that makes sense.
That's probably
awesome.
more than you needed to know.
No, I need to know all the things. It makes you less of a god. It makes you very normal.
I am
Rotator cuff injuries.
anything but normal, and I am far from being. I'm a legend in my own mind. That's all.
That's
Nowhere
all
else.
most creatives are anyway. It doesn't matter, but you have the success to back it up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I've been, like I said, I've been lucky. If I make a game for myself to make me laugh, I'm lucky that there's enough people out there that
Who
it
laugh
makes
with
them laugh too.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why any of us should be doing anything, to be honest. Awesome. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else you want to say?
I'm no good at coming up with stuff to say. I like the questions better, but we could probably wrap this up by saying, have fun with what you do, make the most out of what you do, no matter what it is. I mean, I love being a fry cook when I was a fry cook. I'm old enough that as a child I learned that Mary Poppins was right. A spoonful of sugar, have fun doing what you do. There is a way to make it fun for you, and then just run with it.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Thank you so much.
Adding anything else to this interview, I've already got too sentimental.
How did you find out about this convention? How long have you been doing this convention?
This convention I did a couple years ago when it was at the different venue.
Okay.
And then I didn't do it last year, and then they invited me. Again, I was supposed to be
Surgery.
recovering from surgery, but it didn't happen. So 2 weeks ago, when Todd Friedman saw me at the Bloomington convention, the Illinois Game Con, he invited me to this, and it's like, well, as it happens, I'm not in harness, so let's do it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. That's really cool. That's fantastic.
This was fun.
What is that? Oh, yeah, that just came out.
Well, it came out about 5 years ago now, but
Everything is, I don't know anything anymore because everything is so
everybody
messed up.
thinks I know about stuff in the industry. I don't. I count on my employees and my kids to tell me what's going
That's
on
what
in
they're,
the world,
yeah,
right?
just, yeah.
But yeah, they invited me down during the last week of shooting. I got to meet The Rock. He was nicer than everybody
I hear he's
said.
really nice.
He's nicer than everybody
Nicer.
says he is.
Oh, that's
he was so
awesome.
cool.
That is so
Naomi
cool.
Harris was great. They were all great. They treated me like royalty, and I was like a 10-year-old kid going, I can't believe I'm out here.
That's so awesome. Are you local? Are you Chicago?
I'm Homewood, yeah, about
Okay.
20 miles south of
That's
Chicago.
not far at all.
Yeah, right.
All right, cool. All
You're
right.
secretly still filming this.
Oh, I'm not secretly. It is very obvious.
Obvious to you, I don't pay attention.
Don't worry, it's okay. Yeah. All right. Signing
All right.
off.
Well, thank you. Thank you for stopping by, and tell everybody come to this next year. We had
absolutely.
a great crowd
This is
morning.
this is
It
a
was
really good crowd today, and that's exactly why I'm here.